Hello everybody and welcome to SpaceWeek Live from the beach with me, Raw Space, on this Sunday, August 15th, 2021. So yeah, I figured out the music there. It took me a second. But yeah, so here we are. I am on vacation at the beach with my kids. And I wanted to bring you the news of the week regardless. I tried to get set up down on the beach. I do have some cell phone reception down there, but some folks showed up with some booming music, and there was too much going on, and I wasn't able to get that set up. But here we are. I've got my Bennu shirt, and minus Bennu, he's back at home. But yeah, welcome. So let me see. All right, this is going to be a little bit chaotic, maybe. Apologies for that. But all right, because I've been trying to get set up. We've been vacationing, and I don't have all my information. But the main items of interest from the past week, if I bring up the launch schedule, were ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization, launched a GSLV Mark II rocket with the EOS-3 payload, which is a geostationary Earth observation satellite. Unfortunately, the third stage of that GSLV vehicle failed to ignite or experienced an anomaly of some sort. The trajectory was lost, and the mission was a failure. Let me cue that up for you. Da-da-da. Oh boy. So yeah, we weren't sure what was going on. Some people in the live chat. Good heavens. There we go. Nope, that's not it. All right. This is also not my normal streaming computer, so things are not set up the way they're supposed to be. All right, let me take you to the launch of the GSLV Mark II. And thank you for your patience. I wish you could see both me and the surf in the background, but due to the brightness differences, that's not possible. Okay, so all right, that looks good. All right, sheesh. Here we go.
And we give a hold to our speech
seconds.
And let's hear to the launch countdown from the Mission Control Center.
Minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Plus 5 seconds.
Lift off normal.
और रेंज ऑपरेशन डायरेक्टर ने अभी घोषणा की सामान्य निष्पादन प्रथम चरण का। इसकी गर्जना हम यहां बैठकर सुन सकते हैं, यह बहुत ही रोमांचक होता है। GSLV F10 अपने निर्दिष्ट पथ की ओर।
The steering program of the launch vehicle is designed to enable vertical liftoff until clearing the umbilical tower, which takes about 7 seconds.
Good up until the third
Then the roll maneuver is
normal. Let's see here. Oh, looking good still.
The roll control of GS2 was achieved by hot gas roll control system.
Operates in staged combustion. The stage uses India's first indigenously developed based on mission and mixed combustion cycle. Because the stage, which can be fine-tuned.
So right here. Okay, so this this tick mark you see next to Kusig, I think represents where the third stage is supposed to kick in. Now, GSLV Mark II has, let's see, I don't remember what the first and second stages are, but the third stage is their cryogenic stage. They use liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen for propellant. Now, it was the moment at which that stage was supposed to ignite that they started losing, diverting from their projected trajectory. And
based on mission requirements.
There's Case Ivan.
The stage uses 2 steering engines, is having 2 planes gimballing success, propellant loading for better payload capability.
Mission control went dead silent. You could hear a pin drop, and then they came on. They came on and explained what happened. So condolences to ISRO. Losses of vehicle is always tough. I mean, they've had a good run. They don't lose vehicles terribly often, but it does happen eventually to everyone. So I'm sure they will investigate this, get to the bottom of it, and end up back on their feet in short order. Additionally, we had an update regarding Starliner, the Boeing commercial crew spacecraft that failed to launch, or not failed to launch, but that was scrubbed like 2 weeks ago, and that they brought the the Starliner back to the vertical integration facility to, well, what had happened was on the day of the launch, they detected some anomalous valve positions. And so within the different propulsion systems, I forget the acronyms, but there's the RCS, and then there's the orbital propulsion system that has more thrust for orbital maneuvers. And within those two systems, there are numerous valves that are involved with getting fuel, where it needs to go. And I think it was 13 of those valves that were out of position. They were not where they were supposed to be. And so they had to scrub the launch. They brought the vehicle back to the vertical integration facility for testing and analysis. And they made the determination that they needed to actually bring the Starliner vehicle all the way back to the factory, which I don't think is very far away, but in any case, they needed to destack it from the launch vehicle, the Atlas V, and bring it back to the factory for extensive testing, which is going to significantly delay the launch of OFT-2, the Orbital Flight Test 2. Now, the timing, I mean, of course, they won't be able to launch until they figure out the valve problem and get it fixed. Now, they did offer a theory as to what happened, and they'll do more careful analysis in the days and weeks to come, of course, and then come out with their findings. But what they said was, what they believe happened was that these valves, they are involved with the liquid nitrogen. Let's see, liquid nitrogen. Yeah, right. This is NTO. This is because this is the propulsion systems on Starliner are hypergolic. So you've got your nitrogen tetroxide, not liquid nitrogen, nitrogen tetroxide, and UDMH would be the other fuel. But this nitrogen tetroxide, they believe, was able to permeate through the Teflon seals around the valves. And now, seals are always a point of weakness because seals have to be pliable, they have to be soft, they have to be able to fill gaps, things like that. And so they're a common point of weakness. But they think that the nitrogen tetroxide was able to permeate through the Teflon seals, and then where it encountered moisture on the dry side of the seals, it was supposed to be, there was not supposed to be moisture in there, but somehow moisture got in there on the dry side of the seals, which are vented and they're supposed to be kept dry, but there was moisture. And when the nitrogen interacts with the moisture, it forms nitric acid, which then corroded the seals and basically caused the valves to stick. And that's pretty much what they think happened. But again, they won't be able to determine that definitively until they take the thing apart, which will take a while. As far as the timing for OFT-2, we're looking at least mid to late November, if not further out. It could even be 2022 before they're able to launch it, because they can't launch it before the, what is it, LISA, I think, solar system mission. They have to clear the pad and get, and so they have to wait for LISA's launch window to come and go, which ends in the first couple of weeks of November. After that, they may be able to launch, but again, it may be pushed to late November, early December, or even 2022. We'll have to wait and see. But that's what's going on with Starliner. Let me see, more launches. So we also had, cue that up. we also had a docking. The ISS gave birth to a mouse-eared spacecraft, as I called it. That was the, let me bring this up, put it in 2 times speed so we can see it approaching. Here we go. And so we've got the Northrop Grumman and Antares spacecraft that rendezvoused with
research and experiments like these
the testing 1, 2.
in our space station for an on-time capture around 5:10 a.m. Central Time today.
Okay.
As Cygnus approaches the 250-meter hold point on its way to the International Space
All
Station.
right.
The range
Wow.
and rate we're getting now
A little bit of a
approaching the
connection
hold
issue.
point. Once we reach
Sorry
the hold
about
point at
that.
250 meters.
Also, sorry if the browser audio was was talking over me there. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Anyway, the first step is to grapple it with Canadarm2, the space station robotic arm, and second step is to bring it to the berthing port on the robotic arm, and then make soft capture, make soft contact, and then drive a bunch of bolts, like 16 bolts, around the periphery of the docking mechanism or the berthing mechanism to secure it for its the duration of its stay. They did have trouble getting it aligned properly, which delayed the berthing by, I don't know, maybe a half hour or an hour or something like that. But they did get it. They did eventually get it berthed successfully. Let's see, launch schedule. Okay, so looking forward to the coming week, we've got later today. Wait a minute. Looks like it was pushed today. Okay, so we have tomorrow at 9:47 p.m. Eastern, 01:47 GMT, we've got an Arianespace Vega rocket launching the Pleiades Neo 4 satellite from the ESA's spaceport in French Guiana. Then on August 19th, which is Thursday, at 6:23 p.m. Eastern, 10:23 p.m. GMT, we have a Soyuz, an Arianespace Soyuz, launching OneWeb 9 from Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. And that looks like it's it for this week, for this coming week. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any big details from the last week, because let's see, this is the 15th, the 9th. No, Antares. Okay, I don't think I missed anything. All right, so I do want to take a moment to thank our new members. We have actually a new YouTube channel member, as well as a new Patreon on Patreon. If I can pull up those notes. Thank you, new channel member Liebherr LR 11350 Crawler Crane Lift Rig. That's a mouthful. A big name for a big crane. And thank you to our new Patreon, unexpectedbooks.com. And again, for those of you who are interested in contributing to the channel, I'll place a linky poo in the chat. Alrighty, so do we have any questions? I have no idea. Stream failing. Yeah. Oh, I do have something I wanted to show you. See if I have my display capture, display 1, automatic. Okay, we'll get a little bit of displayception here, but let me put this in front of my webcam. All right. So I wanted to show you part of a time-lapse video I captured while driving down here. I'm going to be using this. Astro Zeus says I missed the Antares launch itself. So let me get back to that. But let me show you, since I'm on this this track here, let me show you a bit of a time lapse that I captured while driving down here. So I'm going to be using this in an upcoming video demonstrating stellar distances. So I figured I'm driving 388 miles. I may as well use that to my advantage. Oh, hey, a rest stop. What you're not seeing at this rest stop was it was so strange. We drove up into the rest stop, or the rest area, and first I saw there was a Marine in dress uniform, a United States Marine in their dress uniform, which is really sharp, with medals and ribbons and everything. And there was like a bunch of cop cars, or at least a couple of cop cars. There were sort of vehicles all over the place. There was a hearse, a bunch of like bikers, you know, with the leather jackets and everything. I can only presume that it was a funeral procession. Like, I don't know why they would have been driving long distance on the freeway, but that's what it looked like. And it was just a really eclectic group of folks. Motley crew, one might say. All right. So let me turn that off. You know what? Am I an idiot? Did I not even show you? Jeez Louise. Hold on. What a loser. I would use some colorful language here if I could, but I cannot. So you know what? Let me rewind this and play it for you again, because I'm an idiot. All right. Display 2, capture, fade. Now you can see it. There you go. Turned out really well. But there you go. I liked how the clouds were, but then we entered this zone of like perma-gray, like, you know, featureless clouds, and it got somewhat less interesting, but so okay, getting back to it. All right, let me look at the chat here. What do we got? Have any questions been compiled? Okay. Crystalline bacteria, what did you think of Elon's tour? So she's referring to Everyday Astronauts' 3-part tour of Starbase with executive host Elon Musk. Pretty cool. A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that we never really get to see. It's neat that Elon is willing to get together with, you know, to you know, take time out of his very busy schedule to do that for Tim, and they seem to have quite a rapport. So that benefits the rest of us, because we get to see again, sort of behind the curtain. Starwalk. Crystalina, by the way, I have not seen part 3, but I'm presuming the grand finale is just as awesome. Starwalk. Did Boeing give up to launch Starlink? The capsule return to be reconstructed. So I don't think they have any plans to do any reconstruction of the capsule, but they're gonna, or they probably have, brought it back to the factory to like investigate those valves. I'm sure they have to do some deconstruction to get at those valves, but you know, I mean, I don't know how accessible those parts of the vehicle are, so that could be a challenge. You know, I don't know how extensive they're going to have to dig into the vehicle to get at those valves, but they're not giving up. I mean, they got billions of dollars to build this thing, so they're not just going to give up on it. You know, even if they're late, even if they're experiencing difficulties, they're still going to push through. Mark Desire, something wrong in a calendar with the description of the launch on the 19th, same as tonight's launch. So according to spaceflightnow.com, the Vega launch is okay. All right, yeah, so the Vega launch is 9:50 p.m. tonight. Okay, that is tonight, not tomorrow night. I don't know what in the world happened that I had the wrong date, but anyway, I'm at the beach, that's what's wrong. Well, that's what's right. So, yes, I will fix the calendar. I'll stream it for you remotely while sitting on my, you know, beach bed or whatever. All right. Crystalline bacteria. What do you think of the Bennu asteroid? So I guess they released some updated projections for the trajectory of the Bennu asteroid, not the Bennu cat, which is my cat. Now my cat impacts the Earth regularly, but hopefully the Bennu asteroid will not do so. I haven't read that estimate or seen those details, so I can't really speak to the specifics. But do I think it will hit the Earth? I sure hope not. Probably not. I mean, the Earth in the cosmos, the Earth is a pretty small target. So, you know, but it is a gravity well, and it can pull things toward it. So I guess we shall see. But yeah, again, I don't have those details, so I can't really speak to specifics. Crystalline bacteria, how many miles did you travel? 388 from home to here, which is 388 miles, which is what, 600 and something? Let's see here. It's Wolfram. Wolfram. Oh my gosh. Why am I in all caps? The world is crumbling. Wolfram. 388 miles to kilometers. $624. I thought it was 620 something. All right. Microbyte. That video, that time-lapse video reminds me of the Autobahn. I'm also capturing a time-lapse right now from my balcony of just the scene from my balcony with the clouds and the surf and stuff. We started out this morning with a really nasty thunderstorm, like torrential rains just beating everything down. It lasted for a couple hours, but it did dissipate and gave way to some really pleasant weather this afternoon. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a tragedy, like just a little while ago, maybe an hour ago. One of my daughters lost her glasses in the ocean. So they are not coming back. The glasses are not coming back. And my daughter can't see, which is going to sort of cast a pall over the remainder of the trip. But hopefully we can pull through and have a pretty good time, even if we can't see. Has anyone recognized you? No, that's silly talk. Nobody here knows me. Snow Kittens, the sand is grinding hard in the smooth, raw machine. I think that was a criticism, and you know what? I'll take it, because I admit this is a bit raw, but guess what? So am I. Cheesy. All right. So Astro mentioned that I missed the Antares launch. Let me see if I'm sure I streamed it. Did I not? I had to have streamed it. Antares launch 4 days ago. Sure enough. Let me show you the Antares launch. The launch was great. Came all the way out here to sneak away with those headphones. Okay. Oh, too far. Okie dokie. You ready for your Antares launch? I have it ready for you. It was going to play at 2 times speed. Funny. Okay, here we go.
T-minus 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's engine ignition.
Main engine start. And we have liftoff of Antares for the NG-60 mission from the Wallops Flight Facility. Engines at 100%. Attitude nominal.
The SS Ellison Onizuka now on its way to the International Space Station to deliver more than 8,200 pounds of cargo. Good first stage performance so far.
EV and power subsystems are nominal.
So, as it turns out, we actually have some eyewitness video from the Antares launch itself. So let me find that here. I have to locate it in Discord.
Passing through 40,000 feet, passing max Q.
First stage now passing through the area of maximum dynamic pressure. Again, this first stage will burn for about 3 minutes and 18 seconds until main engine cutoff.
All subsystems continue to perform as expected. Passing 70,000 feet. Mission time plus 110 seconds.
Okay, so let me go ahead and pause that. Go full screen, whatever, display capture if I can find it. Where is go put this behind the webcam. All right, there we go. So here we have a photo from Astro Zeus of the Antares launch. Let me open up the original and zoom in here. That bright smudge would be Antares lifting off from the Mid-Atlantic Regional Spaceport, or MARS, at Wallops Island in Virginia. It's the exhaust plume. Pretty cool. And we have a short video as well. Somewhere down here. Oh, scenic. And this is all on our Discord, by the way, which, oops, that didn't work. Discord, which is right there. There it is. All right, let's go full screen.
Let's do. Starting now.
Good stuff. Thanks so much for submitting that, Astro Zeus. I know that was an amazing experience. I have not yet seen a launch in person, but really looking forward to you know, whenever I can make that happen. I mean, I'm in Florida now, but nothing's launching at the moment. You know, if there were, I could probably see it down the beach. You know, I'm a ways north of there, but anyway. All right, so do we have any remaining questions? Okay, looking like that is going to be, looks like that's going to be it for this week. So, sorry I was kind of all over the place. It's kind of not surprising given the fact that this is my very first location stream, and I'm using a laptop that I don't normally use for streaming, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging this week. A couple of them, you know, some important stuff happened, and so there you go. Have a raw week, and enjoy wherever it is you happen to be. And I will catch you next time. Should I leave you with, you know what? I will leave you with driving time lapse. That is what I will do. Let me cue it up. Having to think on the go here. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Catch you later.